So there was a brutal murder of former Lost Prophets singer Ian Watkins, has died in prison at age 48 after being attacked by another inmate. He was attacked before. This wasn't the first attack either against him. You'll see why real quick if you don't know this story. Reports say it happened on October 11th at the HM Prison Wakefield, also known as Monster Mansion. Apparently, another prisoner slashed his throat, hitting the jugular. Guards tried to intervene, but Watkins bled out before help could reach him. So now, if that name rings a bell, it probably will, if you remember the story about him. This is the same guy who was serving 29 years for absolutely horrific crimes. He was convicted back in 2013 for multiple child...
Don't say the things
child
that they wrote here.
Child offenses. You guys can fill in the blanks, including the attempted rape of a baby. That is wild. Child abuse and possession of extremely graphic images. The judge even said this case plunged into new depths of depravity.
Damn.
What's crazy is this wasn't his first attack. He was beaten and stabbed last year by other inmates too. Clearly, he was a major target inside that prison. And a lot of us know that's a big thing with prisoners. If you mess with children, they'll go after you. They'll try to shank you. They'll take you out because they're stuck in the prison for the rest of their life. They don't mind killing another person, especially when they do that.
There's levels to evil. That's where they put the bottom.
That's wild, though.
So I remember when the story originally broke. I loved that album that they came out with, Start Something. I was a massive fan because they were like it was like maybe their second album or whatever. And I was like, this is like actually really good pop punk music.
Yeah, this is for the early 2000s for anyone that's wondering. They're one of the biggest bands. And I remember buying that album. I loved it also.
It was so unique for its time. It was like it had that emo core stuff to it, but it was also just
everyone was shocked when this went down. Everyone, yeah. I remember people on the internet arguing, saying that it was fake, saying that the news wasn't real, and all that.
This was the first, and possibly, to thinking back, only time that anything in music, anybody in music, has done something so heinous that I stopped listening to the band. There are people that are pieces of shit. And I still listen to their music because I could separate the art from the artist. But I cannot hear this guy's voice without thinking about the shit that he did. This was the worst thing. Musically, it was so bad that it was the only band I ever stopped listening to because of that.
Imagine being the other members in this band and finding this.
Oh, he fucked up their lives too, dude. He fucked their lives.
Not completely. Because now people are going to look at those other band members as probably associated with this also. Because that's what people do. They're just going to be like,
associated. People are going to fucking say that they knew about it or that they were complicit or
how did they not know about it?
They're going to say shit like that, and
you're going to be like, there's a million ways.
Everyone has had a friend that has hidden something from them and is no longer friends with them anymore because they found out and they immediately took the corrective action.
Exactly.
There is a lot of things I found out about a couple friends that I was shocked and immediately removed myself from that.
And that's what has to happen. If you find out that your friend is doing some shady ass shit and you just ignore it and stay not shady in the shade way, shady in the
participating in a Centipede movie, would that be something?
Participating,
I think that's acceptable because it's consensual. Yeah, exactly.
You're good, Shade. You can do your Centipede stuff. You're fine.
Okay, we're good.
We're good there. You're good.
But yeah, man, like fucking dude got killed and like honestly he deserved it. I don't say that about many people. Very rarely will I ever say that. But
I'm happy it happened because he was only serving 29 years. How is it not a life sentence?
That's another thing. So this happened almost 20 years ago, right? So he would have been done in the next decade and he would have come out. Are you telling me that he didn't want to still do what he was wanting to do before? He's going to be like, I haven't seen a baby in decades.
Does the UK have... oh my God. That's some dark humor right there.
Maybe we should move on to a different topic.
Anyway, yeah, he's dead, so that's good. And
babies celebrating all over the world right now.
Babies are celebrating all over the world. Does the UK have life sentences Was that the max? I'm sure they
actually don't know. I actually don't know.
They said he suffered a brutal death with a knife to the jugular. I don't know how brutal that is, but I feel like he should have been hung from his nut sack on the top of a skyscraper and then fall just enough to get super injured, keep him alive, and sew it back on or something, and just keep doing that over and over again. I think that would have been a better fitting for his death, not a knife to the jugular. You guys agree? I think that would be.
I mean, I'm a fan of an eye for an eye, to be totally honest.
Oh, I'm sure he had to get it.
Oh, I'm sure that happened.
That had to happen in prison.
Yeah, but
I hope so. I hope they like grabbed his nuts while he was going to just start yanking.
Yeah, you really want to see this guy's nuts? Just take his nuts off at that point, all right? Just castrate him.
No, brutally injure him.
That was a clip from the Solid Sound podcast that we do live every Sunday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Check out the full podcast for this clip. See y'all in the next one.